pusa talaga ako dati. Tara. Uwi na.
Plastig. Sumasabay.
Hi! Good day everyone! I'm Jolly Yao and I'm a trail runner and we are on our next episode of ECQ videos about how to care for your trail running equipment. So right now we have ample of time because of the extended ECQ. We have ample of time to check on our equipment and to prepare for the next outdoor activity that we will do after this crisis. One of the essential equipment that we use in trail running is the hydration system. So right now, there are different options for hydration system that we have. So first of all, we have flask. So an example of this is a Salomon flask with different sizes of the opening. So we have the small one and the larger one, which is also available in the market, which is easier for pouring powdered energy drink. Another hydration equipment or hydration system that we can use is the bladder. So there are many people who are running using a bladder, especially for those who consume a lot of fluids, and also for those who are biking or mountain biking, they use bladder hydration system. And other option is by using bottles. So merong mga ibang tao na they are comfortable in using bottles. So what are the issues that we can encounter when we are using flask or the bladder or even the bottle? So one of the observed, based on my experience in running for years now, so one of the issues that I see is the stain or the molds that forms inside the bladder or inside the flask. Or even the bottles, may molds din na napo-form at the bottom. Lalo na if we are using liquid energy drink. Okay, so what are some solutions for these stains or molds inside the hydration system? So first of all, ano bang nagkukos ng formation of molds in the hydration system? Number one, if we left it wet and kinip natin siya, that is one of the conditions that promotes the formation of molds. And another one, if we do not thoroughly wash it, so ano nangyayari? Lalo na kung gumagamit tayo ng mga energy drink. So the sugar that is left inside the flask or even the bottles or the bladder, this can promote the growth of the molds and other organism inside. So of course, in dealing with this issue, prevention is better than cure. So ano yung unang pwedeng gawin? So make sure that if you are using the flask or the bladder, after using it, after a run, a training, or a race, make sure na you wash it or at least remove the liquid inside the flask or the bladder. Lalo na if you are using energy drink. So, kahit banlawan lang siya para mawala yung sugar na nasa loob ng bladder. Kung hindi ka pa talaga makapaghugas ng bladder or flask or the bottle. If the water is available. If it is not, just throw whatever is left in the flask or the bladder para ma-empty siya and mawala yung remaining energy fluid inside. Another one, kung dumating na yung time na nagkaroon na siya ng molds or other organisms or stains inside the flask or the bladder or the bottle, so what are the techniques that we can use to clean it? So first of all, you can use a baking soda for cleaning your flask, your bladder, or the bottle. So, marami namang available sa internet on how to do it. So, you can search for how to clean your water bottles. So, by using baking soda, just put hot or warm water inside the container. So, not boiling water kasi it can cause na masira yung bladder natin or yung flask. Then, you add the baking soda and mix it and stand it for a couple of minutes. So, 15 to 30 minutes. Okay, so aside from that, we can also use, if baking soda is not available, we can also use liquid detergent. So why am I specific with liquid? Para maiwasan natin na magkaroon ng residue. So liquid detergent, and you can use different brushes for cleaning your flask and your bladder. So sa bladder, for those that have big opening at the top, So, pwedeng buksan siya. Mas madali siyang linisin. Hindi na kailangan ng brush kasi pwede mong ipasok sa loob yung panglinis. Kunyari, sponge lang yung available. You can clean it or you can put it on the other side. So, make sure that you separate the tube and the bladder para separate cleaning siya. So, liquid detergent or baking soda. And for this one, so linisin siya by letting the water flow with the cleaning materials. Flow, you push the valve. You purge the liquid with detergent or baking soda, or you can put it directly to the faucet and let the water flow by pressing the valve. So, hayaan lang natin siya na mag-flow. Or, another one technique is by using a cleaning brush specifically for tube. So, this one, I think this is available online. So, alam ko sa Camelback website merong ganito. So, you can use it to clean. Kung meron ng stain yung tube nyo, you clean it thoroughly. Okay? So, mas madali yung ganitong opening dahil madali lang siyang linisin. So, bakit ako specific sa ganito? Kasi ito yung isang OC ko. Ayoko nang may stain or molds yung bladder ko or flask. So, like for this one, example nito, napabayaang flask, na discolored na siya. So, hindi akin to. So, how can you clean this? So, aside from baking soda, you can use the brush. So, this one is available in the market. So, ito yung mga panglinis ng bote ng mga bata. So, directly inside, you brush it until at the bottom. Kasi minsan, nakakalimutan natin yung bottom, hindi natin nililinis. So, saan napupunta yung mga organism or the molds? They grow at the bottom of the flask. Or sometimes, aside from that, sa opening mismo, nakakalimutan din nating linisin to. So, make sure that you also brush this area. And also the cover. So, for the Salomon flask, you can remove the valve. You can wash it thoroughly and just return it back. So, syempre ito, hindi naman to kasya dito. So, may mga maliliit naman na available na brush, like for this one, para sa ganitong flask. Madali lang naman linisin yung flask since pwede siyang matupi-tupi. So, always remember, even for the bottles, you brush up to the bottom kasi dyan sa mga corners na yan, dyan nagfo-form yung molds or even the growth of microorganisms. And you brush also this part kasi minsan, naiipon yung dumi dito. Okay? And then, what will you do after? So, you wash it with water, remove the baking soda or detergent, and you need to completely air dry the flask, bottle, and the bladder. So, completely air before storing it. So, what do I mean by that? So, for the flask, so pwede mo siyang baliktad, or basta just remain it open na hindi siya nagtutupi kasi that can cause na may parts na hindi matuyo. And for the bladder, so there are some available hangers for the bladder. Make sure lang na open siya para hindi mag-remain na basa yung bottom part. And for this one, just let it dry. Hang it. Pwedeng pabaliktad para continuous tumutulo yung tubig. So, pabayaan nyo lang siya hanggat maging completely dry siya before you store it para maiwasan natin yung molds. Kasi kahit na thoroughly clean siya pero in-store mo siya ng basa, so ganun pa din yun. Paano pa rin yun? Suitable pa rin yun for growth of microorganisms. To summarize, so prevention is better than cure. After using your hydration system, you throw the remaining energy drink or water there. If water is available, clean water is available, you can wash it muna para mabanlawan yung remaining liquid sa loob. And at home, you can use baking soda or detergent to thoroughly clean your hydration system. So, different equipment, you can use brushes or this one for the tube ng bladder nyo. And this one available naman sa market. And before storing it, make sure that you air dry it completely, especially at the bottom part of the container, before putting the cap or the cover and store it in clean area. If you have comments, suggestions about cleaning your hydration bottle, so don't hesitate to comment at the bottom of this video. And this too shall pass. Just stay home and be safe and be healthy. Thank you and goodbye.